Oh, hi. Good morrow, everyone. Since that is
Good morrow.
the approved welcome. Welcome, everyone. Hi, my name is EmilyHanhan. I'm here with my friend Audra. Audra is sweating. And we have a special guest tonight, Yolande, deeper skin tone. Welcome, Yolande. We're so happy to have you. Yolande is there. There is a YouTube channel linked in the description box. They are a creator. They're fucking amazing, and they're an amazing friend, and they've been a great supporter of both of us for over a year.
Double, triple facts.
Yeah, all the things.
Been a while. COVID got us like acting up.
It's been a minute, right? COVID does have us like kind of.
Literally,
Listen,
the
I'm not gonna lie.
photo of yours that I picked for the thumbnail was one where you were like, "I solemnly swear to do no good on the internet," and I was like, "That's the one. That's the one for tonight."
And I was just telling my daughter, I was like, "It's interesting what people pick for you, and like, you know, it's good to know the story behind it. Like, why?"
Yes, because I was like, "It's a slightly older photo," but then I saw the caption and I was like, "No, it's that one."
Being messy on the internet, that's going to be my bag. Now, how messy I can get and still keep my friends, that's another question altogether.
I mean, welcome to our existence.
It's a struggle, y'all. It's a struggle.
Listen, and honestly, like I pulled away a lot from as much as like I used to be like really active on everything, but I had to just start pulling back because it was like it became overwhelming. Especially because like I have several platforms that I'm on, so that's also what changed it. I was like, you know, I Twitch stream and I have my Instagram and I have my Twitter and I have my YouTube. I if you want to talk to me, like you can find me. That's where it is now. Like just come find me on one of these platforms. We can chat it up. Like it's fine. But like I can't be active as I was. Hey Ron, how you doing?
And welcome everyone. Didn't say the welcomes. Welcome everyone here in the chat live, everyone that's active talking, all the lurkers, everyone watching on replay. We see all of you and appreciate you all. I see a lot of regulars here in the chat. And I just want to say like, hello everyone.
Where is it?
And
we salute you. Don't look at me. Everybody look away.
If you want more amazing Audra singing, they have a video that went live today that I'm just going to be the hype friend to be like, it's so good. The editing is so good. I couldn't like stop just saying like it's amazing. So yes, if you don't know of Audra's videos, if you don't know of Yolanda's videos, if for somehow you don't know of my videos and you showed up here, we all have channels. We all have lots of stuff in the description box. And also thank you to like all of the mods that are here, all of our patrons and our YouTube members, everyone. Just like thank you because y'all do so much, whether you're a mod or just support in whatever way you can. Like,
yeah, y'all
makes
are
every day better. Yeah, exactly.
Y'all are the shit.
Exactly. And tonight, the concept, Yolande has amazing ideas. You say it yourself, you're the idea person. And so anytime you want to come on stream, I'm always like, whatever idea you have, I'm down for it. So this idea was because Yolande also does new makeup nonsense bingo videos, by the way. They're in the community playlist, although again, the channel is linked directly below. And so Yolande was like, what about the top 3 things you bought because you were drunk after filming New Makeup Nonsense Bingo, which also New Makeup Nonsense Bingo, you're talking about new products. So it's like this catalyst of like new stuff.
I got.
So,
okay. There's supposed to be one more, like I should have one more video up, but didn't film because, you know, I went on a no-buy and then I left the internet for a while. Just for my own,
all valid,
whatever. And then, you know, I sat down to research for the new nonsense bingo, new makeup nonsense bingo, and got. I got. So drunk me bought it and didn't film because I got.
Well, also, I wanted to say, and anybody that's not new here, you know, we don't stick to a set topic. So, like, it's also probably just going to be a very chill night of talking about whatever, because that's what this space is for. So, but you're our guest. So do you want to go first, Yolande, or do you want to, like, your choice?
I can go first.
Okay.
Ring them shame bells. Ring the shame bells.
Shame.
Okay, this isn't even an internet brand like, this is a makeup brand.
Oh.
Surat. Wait, where's my camera? Surat. I got by Surat.
Oh, you got fancy got. You got fancy got.
I got the blushes. The blushes got me. They were having a sale. I bought a $50 mascara. I bought a $50 mascara.
Sorry, I can't resist responding to that. Like, what?
I would never. I was in my feelings. I was feeling the feelings. So
suit shopping is a thing, and nobody is allowed. Also, there's no shame here.
That's
there's
true.
no
I did a lot of shoe shopping.
Oh, y'all can judge me. I spent $50 on a mascara. That I'm not even going to be able to use for 4 months because I just opened up a mascara like a couple of months ago. Yes. But it was the component that got me. It was the component because all mascaras fail me. Okay. I don't need you to balance my budget, do my taxes, open up the door for me. I don't need you to talk to me about my relationship and my relationships and tell me how trash I am. Okay, I don't need therapy from my mascara. What I need my mascara to do is coat these lashes. That's all I need to do. Okay, I have a decent pair of lashes. I'm 46 years old. I'm not trying to attack you. I'm not coming for you. Okay, I just want my lashes to be coated and the thing not to smudge. And I blame all wands. I blame all the wands for all of my struggles with mascara.
Agreed. I 100% agree with you. I can rant for days about mascara wands. What? So that's why when you said that you bought a $50 mascara and then you went into that, I was like, oh yeah, Yolande and I share similar minds about mascara. I was like, oh no, can't listen.
Oh my god!
I'm really broad. One time I was drunk and spent $500 at the Shiseido counter 15 minutes before closing at Macy's. You didn't even get the luxurious, I'm going to sit here and shop for hours and spend. No, you supermarket swept the Shiseido counter. That's what you did.
Damn.
You know what, though?
In there, I was like, I
won. Listen. Okay, I spent $50. Do I have any regrets? No. No. If it works, then I'll be over the moon because the mascara is going to last me a year. I'm not timing my mascara for 6 months to throw out, okay? I live dangerously. That's what I do. So I'm going to shut that mascara out for a year.
I'm dependent on mascara, but for $50 hairs, it better give me new lashes.
Oh, no. For $50, it better do just things I'm not going to say on the internet.
Oh my
goodness. I'm considering the things. I'm literally sitting there.
Everybody, I broke out the big guns early. Broke out the big guns. Drunk me bought it. I spent $50 on a mascara.
Well,
that's
you
fair.
know what? I can bring it down to a more reasonable notch. I got a Moira blush, the signature ombre blusher, Orange Blossom. It's $9. I got it on sale. It's gorgeous. It is a little powdery. It's a little more powdery than I want it to be, but I will say, if you're deeper skin toned, I recommend doing a good flush through this part and then lightly tap here. And then that way you'll get kind of more of the orangey shade, mainly because if you have Emily's skin tone, you can kind of play in each one and you're going to get the shade you want. But for a deeper skin tone, if you just play up here, it's not going to do what you want it to do. If you want to have an orangey tone, you're up here, you're just going to have just that. And if you want kind of the burnt orange tone that's in the middle, and nobody wants to just dig in the middle. So my goal is out here and then kind of pull it in, and then you get the middles and then they come together to make gorgeousness on the cheek. And I'm a clown because I actually bought 2 of them. This is what they look like when you kind of smash them both together. When you get all of it, it's really pretty.
So pretty.
I bought 2. One of them I actually needed to send to Emily, but I was too late. But I need to send.
You're never too late, by the way.
Or you can send it to me because I'm coming to visit you. I'm coming.
Yeah,
to visit
exactly.
You.
There are options. There are options. The Moira has become on my radar because of those blushes. Because they also do these little like single eyeshadows that sound like a nice replacement to like Color Flop and the Super Shock shadows that I don't really want, but sometimes I want like one or two to play with. And then they have another new palette that somebody else that I follow has been playing with recently, and I'm like, must ignore, must not listen. They also always have sales, so if anyone is tempted, just wait for a sale because they do one like once every 2 weeks. You know what? I'm gonna give you fancy cheek. So here's what I'm gonna say: is a lot of the products that I pulled, I have this habit of like when it's time for new makeup nonsense bingo, I'm broke. Or when I try to buy something drunk, it's fucking sold out. But
I know,
like that's been my like recurring thing. But I know I bought this like either because I saw it right before we filmed New Makeup Nonsense, or like I bought it in that moment because I bought this from the Dior site, the Dior Rose Gold highlighter. Like I bought this the moment it launched. And I have no regrets. Like I've literally worn down the bottom 2 shades to where you can't, like the top 2 has still raised out of the pan a little. The bottom 2 are like flush with the packaging.
I have the bronze palette on right now.
I mean, again, for uncooked chicken, for me, the rose gold one, like, because I kept eyeing the Dior palettes, but I was like, I don't want like a white and a pink and a gold and a bronze. I want like something, and like with this, because I love pinky highlights, like these are all so beautiful. And there is one gold in there, but I really like it. And I'm like, yes, I spent $45 on a little dinky acrylic compact with 4 highlighters. I don't fucking care. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So, look at you. Look at swinning. Oh, God. I literally, as it was coming out of my mouth, was like, shut the hell up. That's disgusting.
I literally, listen, I don't have anything by Dior.
It's my only thing from Dior. It's like one of my only, like, what you would consider luxury makeup.
That's going to be my luxury brand. I said I get to pick one.
Oof.
I get to pick one. It's going to be Dior because they have foundation for me.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes,
those palettes are special. They are special. They're not like...
I'm mad I missed the Mira House of Évariste, the collection. Like, I went back like a day or two after. No, it was right when you wore your makeup. Not when you put your video up, but right when you wore the green eyeshadow. And I was like, oh! And then they were sold out. And I was just like... I will wait till June, and then I will probably buy both palettes because...
I was talking to Audra about this because I wanted to get it too. I was like, because she, Marco Polo'd me, and she was like, haha, makeup demon. And she just came out and got me. And I was like, for my personality type, that's my sin. Greed, avarice. Like
I love the theming. Yes. I love the like, we are a BIPOC brand. We're and I know that the way that they framed it, where it's like the amount of people that were like, oh, such a wholesome brown brand. And the owners were like, yeah, we also fuck with all the sins. Like,
so that's my sin, because I'm a dork. But it is my sin.
It is being restocked in June. But it's just that I think a lot of us were like ready to buy it, and then it was sold out. So yeah. Okay, wait. So that was my. It's fancy, but no regrets. Yolanda, do you have another thing?
Okay, so this will tell you about how I buy makeup, because it's not the thing, because Emily said, oh, it's the thing that just came out. It's the thing that I've been wanting for a very long time, talked myself out of. I got the Smoke Sessions palette.
Oh, that's an interesting choice.
Listen, Beauty Bay had a sale, like a crazy sale. It was like 35-40% off, like whatever. And I never got the Smoke Sessions. I'm watching people declutter it now. I've had it for a couple of years, blah, blah, blah. But like once they fix the formula, so it's not going to, it's not going to stalk me in the night. Like I was like, This is me. This is me in a palette, grunge green, a little sparkly. That's who I be. Okay.
Also, I just want to give Jacqueline a moment because Jacqueline shared this in chat. Hey, at least you didn't drunk buy a do-it-yourself harp kit. I need to know how to build.
I don't even understand.
Play the harp. Oops.
Listen.
I appreciate that you've shared that in this space. I'm not highlighting it to make fun of you. It cracked me up. And then I kept seeing comments responding to it. And I was like, wait, Jacqueline, you need your moment. You need your moment.
Yes.
Wait, I legit have to like, okay. So here's okay. What I'm trying to understand. Okay. I need
it was the thing, and now it's the Audra reaction that is just like
I need content. Like, so you do not play harp, and you're trying to build a harp. Okay, that's
me. How do you build a whole?
I'm there with you, Jacqueline. Let me tell you what I almost bought, but did not.
Live your best life.
I almost bought some bees. Okay, I almost bought bees. Okay, I want to be a beekeeper. Like, if I ever get another house, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to keep some damn ass bees. But like, beautiful glass box, you can keep them. You have to have an outdoor space. That's what kept me from purchasing. I was like, those will go on the roof. I can make my own honey. I can do all types of things. It's going to be Yolande honey.
Yolande honey. That sounds vaguely sexual, and I kind of am here for it.
Okay, I can see some advertising, some marketing photos, some videos that would sell that honey out in a moment. But I don't know if that's the direction you were actually going with it, or if it's just my brain doing what my brain does.
No, honestly, I was gonna make some honey soap, and I was gonna make honey body butter, and I was gonna make like this. Drunk me has a whole fantasy life of doing things that I have no business doing. So, like that heart, I don't blame you.
I can't say anything because Drunk Me bought like a whole bag of birdseed, which I better refill because these gangster birds are not leaving me alone. Like every day they come and like especially the dove pair, they come over here. And when I tell y'all, they like fly and they sit with their backs to me. And then they'll be doing this to me. They'll go.
The invitation is just too much.
I'm like, all right, this weekend I will pick up some birdseed. Get off my case. Like, I'm gonna feed you. Damn.
But the smoke session, you went for it, and it was because it drunk you.
So 2 years later, like no one's talking about this palette anymore. As I said before, I'm watching declutters, and people are like, "Oh, I've had this for a couple of years. It's not my thing." Blah blah blah. Whatever. I have wanted this palette. I spend a lot of time like just lusting after things and not buying them, and then I got drunk.
I was gonna leave it alone, and then I got
exactly.
drunk.
It was bothering me. It's been bothering me. Drunk me. Something I've wanted for a long time. End of sale.
Yeah, that's a combo.
Excuse me.
So yeah, that's my clown purchase.
God bless. It's like you're a clown. You almost bought bees. Someone else bought a harp to build. I am trying. Like, I think that it's probably. You know what? I'm not drinking for tomorrow's video. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, I am. I definitely am. We're filming New Makeup Mountains bingo too.
Yeah, I'm drinking water.
I'm going to be very, very careful. I feel like so bad every time. Like, this is twice now. I'm like, I got too drunk. It's over. Bye. Like,
oh, I'm not pre-gaming. I'm drinking while filming New Makeup Mountains bingo, and that is all. Yeah.
So here's we goes.
Yes, what's next?
I was not a clown for this one because y'all were just talking about it. And guess who has it?
She's so pretty.
So pretty. Like the artwork, I really like.
Yes.
Look at that. Oh. Okay. The artwork, the design, the palette is so cute. I like that it's not overly large. These I've used almost. Which shade haven't I used? None of them. I used all of them. And it's all fabulous.
Also, Treebirds has the best idea. Drunk buy gift exchange.
Oh my God.
Fuck yeah. Whenever we want to do it. We don't have to do it right now, but like.
Let me see. Is it still out of stock?
Yes, June. Sometime in June it's coming back. But anyway, it's a beautiful palette
I got it.
though.
So listen,
We're still
if you have
talking
an
about
opportunity,
hearts in the chat, and I'm here for it. I'm like, yeah, are they string? Are they steel string, or I don't know what the other one was. I was just like, I'm fascinated.
excuse me. I mean, I just really like it. Like the formula is quite nice. I feel like it's definitely a step up from their Bloodline series. Because there's like this one, the little palettes also don't have any pressed glitters in them.
Yes,
They
they
have
did a
one
separate
palette
little
that's
quad.
specifically for that. It's a quad, like you were saying, yeah. So it's like I just really love it. The art, and I have like such just a good feeling about the brand, and everybody in there, like they've reached out and they show up at my lives. They're just very kind. I'm very happy that
they've
like
followed me on Instagram or Twitter or both.
Yeah.
Just like randomly. They just seem like a really cool brand. I also love finding indie brands like that where I'm just like, you have a vision and you're working on that vision. Like, I don't know. I like it. Is Bo up to some shit?
He's bathing. He's doing his like whole thing. It's I'm so sorry. It's very intense, and it's kind of shocking when he gets on his like little like thing. It's gross. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that makes my heart so happy. Mira Beauty literally shared Thorne's fundraiser. They're a step above most indie brands in my eyes. That makes me so happy. Oh, I've never had a brand do something like that for me unprompted. That's so fucking amazing. Sweet. I love that. Like, that was why I was like, I don't know why I resisted. I knew why I resisted because I wasn't sure where to have it shipped. And then I got overwhelmed. And then I was just like, never mind. I'll get it. And then I instantly regretted it. It's fine, though. I'll buy it and restock. Well, I have something green adjacent that I definitely feel like I was a clown when I bought. Well, it's great. It's green in my head. Chimera from Ritual Diffie. Like, the most, like, I feel like I've been a clown with, like, all of the things that I bought from them. But this was one of those that I definitely, like, was stalking. I would not have known about the launch without probably New Makeup Nonsense because I just don't follow this brand. And then when, like, I was like, it's green. And it's really more of, like, a white gold to green, but it's
I missed out on that one, and
it was limited edition, and it makes no sense. It makes no sense why this would be limited edition. It really doesn't.
Maisha, I have Solaris too, and that's my whole life. Solaris is my whole life. I wish I had Chimera. As much green eyeshadow as I roll around in, I really, really, really wish I had that.
And like it's a formula that I'm not totally 100% sold on, but the color is what makes me constantly reach for it. So
there it is. Sorry, my screen like blanked out for a second, so I'm like I could hear y'all, but I couldn't see anything, and I was like, did I screw this whole thing up? And so I'm just staring at it. So sorry about the weird ass faces.
That's okay.
I'm like trying to look at you, and
Ani says I wasn't drunk, but Chimera isn't my favorite thing. And that's the thing is I've heard mixed things about Chimera on deeper skin tones. So if that helps you, Yolanda.
Well, I have another one. I can pull off cool tones. So I can do green highlighter. I can do.
But this is really more gold. Like it's not cool tone. It's not like a blue green. It's like a gold green.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gold highlighter is the only thing that I can't pull off.
And also, I hate lavender. So the scent also, I'm like, I'm a clown because they put lavender oil in everything. Yeah, I just don't like lavender. So
I don't feel like I've been a clown for like most of my purchase. Like I'm a clown, but like not like a clown. I'm a clown. Fuck it, never mind.
I realized I might have been drunk when I bought my ticket to Mexico. I'm in Mexico for anyone that missed. I just filmed the Get Ready With Me about it, but I don't know if I've actually said it on my channel. I feel like I might have been drunk when I was finally like, fuck it. You want to do it.
I need that moment. Well, it might come.
Shadowless,
I have memorized this. I'm so angry.
Shadowless is like, I don't buy makeup drunk. I buy it half asleep. I'll wake up at 3 a.m. and buy something. I am like that with the Amazon. So here's what happened.
Yes.
I randomly wake up and I'll be like, I need like, and then I just, and then I wake up to like emails that say like your shit's gonna be delivered. I'm like, what shit? What? Who?
And you're like,
Who bought stuff? It wasn't me. What? Who stole my identity? And it's like, who wants to steal my identity? I have shitty credit. Like, that's a bad idea. Like, you ain't buying shit with this identity. Good luck. Good luck with the debt and the bad credit. But like,
yeah.
But yeah.
Also, I'm vaccinated and got tested negative to be able to. Yeah. So I'm doing it safely, but it's not for everyone. Not everyone's feeling comfortable. But yeah, no, the sleepy buy, the like, what am I doing? And then the next morning I'm like, I mean, I did need that, but did I need to buy it right this second? No.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm sorry.
I think I just did it. What did I just?
Yeah, I'm like, I did it, but like,
the Fenty sale got me too.
I almost.
It's your fault, Emily. It's your fault.
I almost, but then it kept being like, you can't have this zip code and that zip code in the same order, and I was like, never mind, because international. But yeah, no, the Fenty sale, I had like $150 in my cart, and then I think I just was like, forget about it, and then I did.
And that's what I did. I was like, I filled my cart up. I didn't spend that much. I spent $100, but like, filled my cart up in the middle of the afternoon. Was fine. Middle of the afternoon on Saturday, I was like, okay, like, I don't need this stuff. Got off, went about my business, like, did the thing. And then 3:00 in the morning, Sunday, I was like, you know what? Recreated my cart because I emptied it out and I just went back.
Yeah.
Just went back.
Yeah.
I
You
couldn't
said that,
help
and
it.
as soon as you said Sunday, all I literally heard was Sunday.
I will say, for me, what was in my Fenty cart was the under eye brightener, thanks to you, Audra, and multiple people.
Sorry.
But like, no, I didn't actually buy it though, because I kept having trouble, and it was like, you can call a phone number for help, but I was like, fuck you, I don't call people.
You're like, I don't think so.
I was like, where is your online chat function? What? Okay.
Human is just like, I can't talk to you.
Yeah, I went and got the under eye brightener because it's actually a need that I have. So
it looks like it's a nice, like, I had that. I had a bunch of the pencil liners because I love their matte formula, and then I had a bunch of the slip shines because the glaze, that one color, I've used over 50% of it, probably more like 2/3 of it, and I have a ton of lip products, but it's like a formula that I keep going back to and that I really, really like. So, yes, I love Monster Truck Rally. Okay, wait. So I think that's back to you, Yolanda, because I talked about Chimera.
I'm so glad that you can keep track of this because, like, my goofy ass.
Oh, you got Flower Punk. Oh,
do you like it?
I do.
Okay.
I'm not as thrilled though, because usually I wait for purchases. Y'all have to review it. Then I have to see if you like it. Then you have to come back to it. And then you got to keep using it. And then I will buy it. Like, I saw this once and whatever. But I do love I have the 6 pans. I love those. I love the artwork on this.
The Futurism palettes are just, I really want them to go back to that format. Because it's
please, because the only, I love this. I love the colors. I love the format. I love the packaging. I'm a packaging whore.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm a packaging whore. I like looking upon my hoard of makeup and being like, you know what, bitch, you have good taste. That's what I tell myself, right? So the only thing is the pans aren't magnetized in this, like the other ones. And I was like, mad. I was mad because that's my favorite thing also, is taking my shadows out and using them as singles. I travel with eyeshadow. I like being able to pull out shades that I love. So
and like the thing is, they didn't do that with Escape Pod, with Club Nebula, or this one.
And that's why I don't own them. Precisely
and
why
you know
I don't
what?
own them.
You know what I actually did?
Were pretty.
I actually and this, so like randomly one day I was like, Alex, sincerely Alex, who I think is in the chat, she's really fantastic at taking an existing palette and turning it into a magnetic palette. She has a skill of being able to get the pans out, and then you put like magnet in the pan, but like getting the pans out of the palette without actually breaking the shadows. I'm always like, I'm going to try that. I've tried so many times. I always fucking break the shadows. I did this like 6 months ago, and I did it with the Escape Pod, and I was like, I gotta do something with this. And then it was literally like 3 days before I was moving, and I was like, okay, so it's now or never. So this is my Escape Pod now from Kaleidos. And I actually love it. And I did it in some empty pans I had from ColourPop. This size pan is just a tiny bit smaller than the Futurism palettes. So then I could build them in whatever. So I love it. Like the packaging was cute, but like I will reach for this and play with this way more. Like I like really pretty packaging, but I also like things to be functional. And so it's like Kaleidos used to have that kind of perfectly for me, and they veered away from it a little bit.
I know. And I know it's a cost thing, but like,
yeah,
I told myself I'm not buying any palettes that I cannot pop the shadows out of, because those are the palettes that I use. Like I have 32 eyeshadow palettes. 20 of them have that feature. And it's something that I accidentally learned about myself. I like being able to rearrange my shadows.
Yeah. And I always wanted to like Melt for that reason, because they do that. But their formulas, I can just never, or their color stories or their price point, like something is just never quite. Yeah, exactly. I just should just like send my palettes to Alex and be like, tell me how much I owe you.
Thank you.
You know what? That could be a business, because I have a face palette that I love. I have a Cover FX face palette, and I use that all the time. It's the only face palette I own, and I want to depot it so badly, but it's that plastic packaging, and I can't do it.
Yeah, so I feel you on the flower pot. I'm glad you like it though, because I've heard mixed things. I've heard good reviews.
There's one shade in there where the darkest green does not stick. You do need to pack that bad boy on. Yeah, but all the rest of them do. I don't have a problem with it. It's just that one shade that I have a problem with. And I'm a glitter glue goes on. It goes on. It has to. Yeah. So I don't know how it works without glitter glue, but I didn't have a problem putting it on just to put it on and being okay.
I'm glad you like it. It looks really pretty. The shimmers look gorgeous.
Way put it.
Yeah.
But like their skills are, I'm not going to be there, and I don't want to be, because that's too much effort.
Okay, so what's your next thing about?
I'm so glad I clowned the fuck out for this. Y'all, this Collective Cosmetics,
I almost pulled that out. I almost
the fucking
did.
spider one. Oh my god. All of their highlighters, listen. Even if you're not a fan of their drier eyeshadow formula, yes, I am affiliated, but I bought this before that, suckers. So
start talking.
I love this
one.
And every time I have to finger it, I'm like, oh, I find a spot where the spider isn't. But listen, it is so pretty on the skin, and it just oh god, look how fucking blinding you can make that if you want to. You're like, I'm so you can really get this intense. And when I'm in one of those moods, I have their other one, blue bonnet, I can't remember the name, but I have one of the other ones on today, and I just love their highlighter, because I feel like the thing is, I like these more powdery, a little bit more powdery and a little bit more glittery formulas, because when you put those on, I feel like you have a little bit more control over where it goes, and it not being a stripe. I find that a lot of traditional highlighters, to me personally, non-indie, I feel like the non-indie ones always seem to be leaving a stripe. They're always the undertone of it is always just a little too white for deeper skin, and I honestly think for a lot of people's skin tones, if I'm going to be honest, because I like it where you look head on and you see some color, I look to the side, and it just melts into kind of the rest of my face. So it's not it's not just a across my face. So that's something I've really been liking, and I can blend it down easily, and because of the little bitty glitter powders, they kind of find their way down here a little bit, so it just kind of melds into one
but you
glitter bomb
that
look.
Whereas a lot of people don't like when the glitter travels, but I got so used to it using shiny sparkly eyeshadows where I'm if it migrates, it migrates. That color is really pretty, but that's more of a blush lighter for me. It doesn't have the iciness it does.
glossy all over. I do the glitter
Thank you.
lips.
Yes, no, that's true. I do shiny everywhere.
It's seamless. It's seamless. I'm a great makeup artist.
That's actually the thing that I have realized. Like, that's why I bring highlighter or glowy blush all the way down here, and then I have it on my nose. I have it up here. I have it here. Like, also, my experience with the collective, just mine, and I only bought a couple of eyeshadows. I didn't love the eyeshadows. They were nice, but like, the highlighter seemed to be for me where it was at. Yeah, I ended up not holding on to the eyeshadows because I held on to one color. I only bought 3, so it's not like I made that big of a commitment. But the highlighters, I will buy more in time, because the one that I bought, the spider, it's really pretty.
Sorry, April.
Yeah.
Sorry, April and Cecily.
Yes, but use Audra's code. But yeah, the spider is really pretty. I'm not gonna buy body foundation, the body sauce. That's just not
I will
for
not.
me.
I will not be buying any body foundation.
No.
I'm messy enough as it is. Like, I have a hard time getting my makeup on my face. Okay, it's all over my clothes.
Okay,
it is called body sauce. Like, I feel like I felt the judgment. Just like in that statement, I can feel like it is called body sauce. Like,
I mean, I'm just gonna say, as a fat person, if I was like, I put on body sauce, I would literally be called, oh, it's barbecue sauce. Like, I'm just setting up the jokes for other people, and I'm not gonna.
That's horrible. Because I thought if you said you would put on, like some guy would try to flirt with you. That's what I thought. The end of that was going to be that.
No,
like some guy was going to be like, can I lick it off or something? I don't know.
That might be worse.
Look at Emily has lost it. We've lost Emily.
Here's my pretty nails to bring me back. Thank you,
no, sir.
Tia.
Back up. Get away from me. Get away from me.
But yeah, no, and that's the thing is, I sweat too much to put like that kind of body foundation, body glow stuff. I'll put glow up here sometimes. Like today, I was opening up a liquid highlighter, and I wasn't paying attention, and then it splooged out, and so I ended up putting stuff up here. But like, I'm not gonna put foundation on. I'm not gonna It's good for some people, but I know my body chemistry and how much I sweat, and I'm just like,
because you see these lines like right here. It's my birthmark. I have like a full body birthmark, and it comes and goes in different spots on my body, right? My mother, I feel like I was probably in 6th or 7th grade, when you tend to be the dirtiest. And my mom was like, Audra, go wash your neck. You're dirty. So I went and took a shower and everything, and I came down, and she was like, did you wash your neck? I'm like, yes, I washed my neck. She's like, no, you didn't. It's dirty. So I'm over there, I'm scrubbing. And finally I realized, and I was like, Mom, it's my birthmark. And she was like, sorry.
Let me tell you, I got stretch marks. Okay. One of these days, I'm just going to color them in highlight. Or maybe that'll be a problem.
Okay. So I actually was thinking about this because lately, I have felt a little self-conscious about some scars or things I have. And I'm like, I just need to cover myself with highlighter. That's all. I'm not going to buy body foundation. I'll just cover myself with highlighter. And wait, there was I used to have more darkness around my neck, which was a hormonal thing that a lot of fat people deal with. And I had a similar experience where I would constantly get told scrub your neck. And then it's I think it was years later when it was oh no, that's just
because it's it's on my arms, it's everywhere. I can clearly see it's almost like a body mask. I can clearly see in spots where it just kind of goes, there's a line that goes all through my body, and I'm like, all right, it is what it is. But
and also, Sherry, this is relatable. It's just rare any makeup stays on my face in the hot weather.
I just love that people are saying these amazing. I just love it. I love it. I'm fat and I live in Florida.
It's amazing that any makebap stays on my face.
I couldn't wear makeup when I was in Florida. It's a sauna. Okay, it's a sauna. The atmosphere attacks you. It's terrible.
This is why I still have some powders in my collection, because I was I'm going to a very hot location. I could probably use setting certain spots of my face. And it's true. it's true. In my minimal experience so far, I'm like, oh,
yeah, because
okay.
South Texas is like Florida. Like people do not understand the weird gamut of weather that is in Texas because people don't really understand the size of Texas, which I get, but like
I don't
it
understand
goes.
Texas.
Yeah, like I don't
I don't
even
really
like it.
care to understand Texas. Apologies, but I don't.
But weather-wise, you have all the way up north in the Panhandle that gets like snow quite often and all of this stuff, and then it starts filtering down, getting warmer, and like going west, it's just the desert. It's disgusting. East is green and gorgeous. Like East Texas is beautiful. Rolling hills is like fantastic. South Texas is where you go when you have given up on everything and anything worthwhile.
Isn't that where you live or no?
No,
you're not
I'm in
Texas.
North.
Okay.
I'm in North.
Oh
Texas.
yeah, you are.
South
North
Texas is
Yes.
hideous. It is so hot. It is like humid to a degree. Like I remember one time I cut my finger opening a beer bottle because the humidity was so intense that like my skin had gotten so loose from the humidity that just opening it like tore my skin open. I was like, yeah, no, I hate it here. I hate it here, and I don't like coming down here in the summertime.
You need CPR.
It's so funny because I just had a flashback because I used to live in Florida. I drove cross country looking for a place to live, landed in like went as far west as I could go and stopped in California.
And you were like, I guess I have to stop here. Okay.
Yeah. Right. So I stopped like I would say 3 hours in. What do you run into 3 hours in on I-10? Like I don't know, but I got out and everybody was open carrying. I was like, oh hell no, y'all don't look like you have the IQ to even purchase your gas. Why are you carrying weapons? And I kept it pushing. I made it in and out of Texas in 24 hours. I was just driving. I just kept driving. I stopped in San Antonio to sleep and just kept going. I was like,
San Antonio is. I feel like it might be. Houston is 4 hours from me. I think San Antonio might also be 4 hours. Austin's 4 hours. Everything's 4 hours.
That's like Florida. You're 2 hours away from 2.5 hours away from everything, no matter where you live.
Yes, Nancy. That's why I've been sniffing my armpits surreptitiously. Because I took a shower this morning and I was sweating. Part of it is obviously like me recovering, but like I was sweating so profusely and I got mad at Bo. I was like, Bo, we need to go inside. Can't you see that I'm sweating and I don't like it? So anyway, I'm finally cooling off. But like, as I'm cooling off, I'm like, I'm going to need another shower.
You're like, okay, shower time again. Cool.
Yeah, I'm unhappy.
Yeah, Maisha said I did the same thing, Yolanda. I drove from Michigan as far west as possible. I stopped in Texas to go to Tyler's barbecue and left. Yeah, I don't blame any of y'all at all.
Hardy is a nice joint.
These idiots wearing guns. Like, and the thing is, I'm not afraid of guns because I was in the military. Like, but I am afraid of people who don't know how to use their guns, who don't go to the range, who don't have safety training and impulse control, and just
don't care about having it. Like, just
don't. I was like, I can't.
Yeah, no. Do we want to talk about some more fun makeup-y things and not the horror that is Texas?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah, okay, what are we talking about? But speaking of arduous sweating, this isn't going to stop your sweat, but I've converted to natural deodorant.
Okay.
The Kosas, mandelic acid.
You are way too fancy for me. Kosas,
it's like 12
natural?
bucks.
No, I've started using glycolic acid because I had some of the ordinary glycolic acid toner that I just never used up, and I've been using it. You can use it on your pits, and that actually helps a lot. So that's what I've been doing.
I'm converted. This thing works. No stench. It works. It works.
After the experience that I had the one time I tried natural deodorant, I will not do it ever again.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I got carbuncles. Underneath my armpits.
I also found out that I think I'm better with nothing because when I've tried natural, it's weird. When I've tried not natural. It's like I don't get carbuncles, but I do get like swollen, like either pores or glands. I'm not really sure what it is. So for me, I've been doing the glycolic acid just underneath every time I shower or before I leave or whatever, and I don't find that I have like the kind of like BO or I mean I'm always sweaty, and so I'm never gonna stop that. So yeah.
I like how all of us are just like, we're sweaty people.
Don't Google it. Don't. It's a really uncomfortable. Don't Google it. Please don't.
Oh, yeah.
Don't.
It's things you don't want underneath your arms. It's things happening to your skin. And
it is a gaggle of boils.
Boils. That's the word. That's the word.
A gaggle. Oh goodness. But yes, so
snaps.
I want to CPR again.
Yeah, I need the CPR now. I'm just like,
Audra, snatch.
That's what I tried. I tried Schmidt deodorant, and I was like,
so I started with the glycolic acid. And I did that for a few weeks, ran out, and I was like, the only thing I don't like about this is that I have, because it dries your hands out. So like and I have baby.
Oh, get so I have the little makeup erasers, but they're like the little half size ones, so they're like little squares, and I just squirt the glycolic acid on that, and then wipe and like I'll get a little in my hand, but usually it's not the way when I was putting it on my hand and then doing that.
So I just like I like the packaging. It's a roller ball. It goes on there. I just have to hang out with my arms like this for a couple of minutes, and I'm like, yes. Yes.
I might try that one depending on where I can get it, because I would give it a try. Because a lot of the natural ones didn't really do anything, and a lot of the not natural ones, like I said, I get the swollen lymph nodes or whatever. And
I've been trying for years, and I found one that works. It's the acid ones. The acid ones work. So.
And see, the gel ones didn't do that to me. It was always the powdery ones. Like the gel or rollerball usually treat my skin better than the like stick ones that are like powder kind of or whatever. But I wanted to say, I'm pretty sure I bought the Midas face brushes because I was just like,
because Audra's a sales lady.
Because Audra did it, but then I was also tipsy, and I was like, "Fuck it! It's $35 for 5 brushes, and they're fantastic. This is a great powder or blush brush. No, not that one. Sorry. I fucking love this little pointed brush actually for concealer because it like fits underneath the eyes perfectly, and it would probably be good for setting powder. And then this weird brush is such a good highlighter or blush brush. This is a great blush brush. If you like a lot of blush because it's so floppy, it like you can like kind of do the circular motion. But I know Audra likes it for highlighter. Sometimes it's a little bit big for a highlighter. But I think especially if you have the glittery, more loosey-goosey highlighter formulas, this is nice for it. Like I tried to use this with this like baked formula from Dior, and it was like not working. But yeah, they're all great. I think the only one I'm not super like in love with is just this big one that flares out. But it's not like I've used it for cream blushes. But like even the little taper one is good for blush or bronzer or contour. And they're really soft. Like especially say, especially the bigger 4. Like this one, it's a little less soft in my opinion, but these 4 are so soft. And like I have so many brushes, but I think for the face, I have so many natural hair brushes. I have synthetic brushes, but I would say for like, especially for the face, I feel like this is such a nice set, and for what you're spending, like beyond worth it. And I don't have a Midas code, so like I'm not selling anything to anyone. I'm just like
see, and this is like I want to. Yeah, like y'all don't understand your power. Y'all have power because even in something that Emily doesn't like, I'm like, oh wait, I like. Somebody said it in the comment too. I love it floppy. Like
no, that's what I'm saying. It's like this is why I just like people that talk about makeup, because if you talk enough about it, I can figure out if I'm gonna like it or not. But
y'all don't understand.
And these brushes, by the way, wash really well because I've washed many of them.
I've washed all of these like at least 5 or 6 times. I feel like now.
Yeah, and
this one I probably have used the least, but like the other 4. like have had no issues. This one I just haven't used as much because I wasn't a powder person, but it's so soft. Like, yeah. So, but that's the thing is, I get sold by my friends all the time. Like,
Facts.
Audra says certain words, or Teresa, or you, Yolanda. I'm looking at a fucking $50 mascara now because of you.
Listen,
throwing my brushes because of that.
Listen,
sorry, I messed up the stream from the get-go. I knew it was going
to
happen.
This is why we love you. This is why we love you.
I mean, really, if I start looking at like everything, there's like, listen, almost my entire Terra Moons collection.
YouTube made me buy so much stuff, and that was kind of what.
And my Davina collection, almost both of those, like the entirety of both of them, I feel like are almost due to like drunk purchases. Like almost all my shiny pretties. Oof, Lord, I am on fire.
We're actually sweating.
It's Surat that makes a $50 mascara. I didn't pay $50
if I could have, if they shipped here, I would have gotten that Valentino foundation. They don't ship here.
Are you sure you're just not looking at the right sites, like the Selfridges of the world and all of that?
Yes, that's where I went.
Where you have to pay.
Selfridges. Oh well, if you pay for the.
They will.
They were like, we do not ship there for this product.
Oh, that product. Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I was like, yeah, I paid for that membership.
Now that I am dipping back into powder, I might finally buy that expensive. I know I just missed the Chantecaille sale, but like, no.
That is like, I'm
just lucky because they don't have it in my color.
I want everything that Chantecaille does, but I can't do it. I can't do it. I have rules in place. You have to have a bronzer for me. That's it. You have to have a bronzer for me. You don't. I'm not buying.
Yeah, like literally, I don't buy it just because I'm like, they don't have it in my shade, so I'm safe. I am safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. Like,
no, I walk around the house. Like, I walk around the house with my daughter. I just finally showed her the Kanye. It's so, like, I love having a young adult now. Like, I love the fact that she's 18. And I can just be rambunctious and stupid on a regular basis. I showed her the Kanye interview with Mike Myers, Hurricane Katrina from almost damn near since before she was born.
Wow! Like, actually, what just blew my mind, Yolanda, was not that you showed it to her, but I was like, "Oh, there are like a large amount of humans on this earth that have no idea what we're talking about."
What I'm talking about, yeah. But anyway, Kanye just bust out in the middle of this interview, and he's like, "Bush don't care about black people." Do you know how I run around my house? Chantecaille don't care about black people. I do it all the time.
I do it too.
Oprah don't care about black people.
Listen,
I walk around my house doing this.
I have to work like there's stuff where like videos where I'm like talking like, oh, you need to edit that out, Audra. That is not that people will not like that. People will not like it. It's true, but they're not going to like it.
Did I break the rules? I asked them for rules before we did the live streams. Did I break the rules?
We're on my channel, remember. We're not on the bigger channel, so it's a little bit more loosey-goosey.
Yeah. Chanel, the tired ass 10, they don't care. They don't care about black people.
You know what? I'm actually glad to hear about.
Literally sat there, goes, George Bush does not care
about black people.
And Mike Myers is Canadian, so I'm sure Mike Myers is just like, yeah, y'all Americans are fucked.
He's a Canadian. That's the thing. Mike Myers is a white Canadian. Not expecting that. Just like,
yeah, Feffy. That's why, listen. I could have a whole ton of content. I don't need to get canceled. Like first thing in the first thing at the video. The things that come out of my mouth, I can do 10 minutes of this brand don't care about black people.
Okay, but I have to say,
should I say like while I'm filming, I'm like, doesn't even matter now. The algorithm's got me fucked. It's been a year now, so like now I'm just like in this dark hole. Fuck them all. And I'm like, all right. Anyway,
you're done. Anyway, the darkness has lifted. Hello again. But also, like with Chanel, the only thing that was ever tempted by their blushes, and then I've heard they recently reformulated them. Michelle Wong, who was the arbiter of me wanting to try it, was like, the new formula isn't good. So I was like, okay, Chanel, in the trash. I don't have to think about you ever again. Like,
Yeah,
that's
those powders from Italy. The big gelée is expensive.
When the fancy motherfucking brand says the powder is too expensive, I'm like, I shouldn't say what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, you really don't.
Like, I just look and I'm like,
I think that, like, okay, I have two options for my next up after New Nonsense Makeup Bingo, but I can do 10 minutes of this brand don't care about Black people. I can do this with my daughter standing as Mike Myers.
Sorry, those are hiccups, y'all. My hiccups are burps. So like,
yeah, I can do that. I can do that video, or
I would love it if you had Human Puppy on.
Yes, Human Puppy is just
she's in class. But for the video, we will recreate Kanye. I'll be like, this brand don't care about Black people.
Yolande,
do it. I need this in my life.
These brands is not checking for me. I'm not hoping. I just don't want to be canceled by my internet friends. Like, that's really what it boils down to.
What it makes me think of? It makes
I don't cancel my friends.
No, but also it makes me think of T and her apology video that I feel like she was like maybe kind of nervous to put up about like the fake apology, like the influencer apology, and how fucking iconic and hilarious it is. And anybody that doesn't like it is a sign of terrible taste. Do the goddamn video.
Okay, I'm gonna do the video. This brand doesn't care about Black people. I got lists. People are on my list.
Yolande,
I'm just gonna highlight everyone saying like, do it.
Hone my editing skills down to like a random perfection that may never be seen again, and like nobody watches the video, and I'm just like, I'm still gonna do it. Like, I'm doing it again.
Yes. Just like, I think it would be fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, of course, Maisha, of course.
Yes.
Listen, okay, so I'm not. You know how many times Emily be like, "Come on, Yolande, come on," and I'd be like, they just being nice. Like, they're just being polite. They don't really want to see me. Like, I do it all the time.
And I'm literally like, if it was every week or every 2 weeks, I would still be like, yes, join us. Like, whatever.
I can't buy it, Terry.
You know, like, they're my friends. They're just being nice to me. You know, like, they don't really want me on. Like, I talk to myself about this all the time, but I'm like, no, if anyone asks to come on with me to do some nonsense, I'd be down for it. Of course, Maisha. Of course.
Also, this is the trauma that I feel like, I know for me, I carry it from like childhood and friendships and having to just like move past it, where I'm like, if somebody is going to be a piece of shit to me and try to like, encourage me to do something and be like, oh, you're such a dork, I don't want you. I just like, fuck off. Like, I don't have time for that.
Trauma. And it is. I didn't
quite
realize, I went through a whole thing, but I didn't quite realize how unkind I was to myself on a regular basis. Yeah. And, just that inner monologue, dialogue, diatribe, like whatever it is that goes on in my head. But I do this to myself. I had to start telling myself, they're your friends for a reason, right? They're your friends for a reason, and they really do like you. Stop doing this to yourself. But it is, I was tortured as a kid. I was tortured as a kid by bullying.
But it's baby steps. It's the little
and it makes
steps,
me
like,
a little gun shy.
Whenever you
and
can
I feel
take
bad because like,
no, go ahead.
So I don't know if you said that out loud to people. So I'm just gonna say my ADHD has my ass regularly just forgetting that I didn't respond. And it like, if you knew the amount of times that I do that
too, where I'm just like,
so I'm like, Yolanda, never think I'm not mad. If I was mad, I would say like, I'm mad. Like I genuinely.
No, I do it to myself. It's not you guys. You guys are gracious. Like, let me tell you, these people I met on the internet, my internet friends, and I met T in real life. T is exactly how she is on camera. She's like, it is. Yeah. That is 100% who she is.
Once I started hanging out in T's Patreon, I was like, oh no, like I never questioned this person, but I was just like, oh, this is just who they are.
Yeah, she's like, the same. She's the same. And apparently so am I.
Yeah. And I take it on face value. I mean, we've spent enough time off camera together to know that like y'all are my friends and I trust you and I value your feedback and your wisdom and your skill. Like I value those things. So why am I telling myself these people don't really like me?
Yeah, if I do,
like
it's
ridiculous.
How I work. Like I'm very much a person where I'm like, if I don't want to be bothered with you, I'm not going to be bothered with you. It's too much effort. Like, and I will tell somebody that. I'm just like, yeah, this is too much effort. Thank you, though.
And like for me, sometimes it'll take me a while to figure out like, oh no, I actually don't really enjoy that person. But it's still 99% of the time, if I didn't respond, I literally fucking forgot. Because even if I have made a decision, and this has not ever happened with you, Yolanda, or you, Audra, like, and I'm also working on this as part of who I am. But like, if I make that decision of like, I'm really not into this person, I'm not the kind of person that I can just like turn off. Like I can't, like, that's just not who I am. So it's like, if I'm forgetting to, it's actually me forgetting to respond. It's me listening to it and being like, or thinking I responded, just literally thinking I responded. And then I'll look back and I'll be like, oh, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like I had this whole conversation in my head. Great. Cool.
Of course.
And thank you, Emily.
Shithead settles down
at the end.
Yeah. He's been kicking me and like everything since this like started. And now he's like over there snoring happily, little shithead.
And this is the thing.
His belly is so fat and I love it. I'm sorry.
I adore it. I want, like, that's the thing. I keep trying to think of like the baby steps of like, just being a little kinder to myself. Or like Audra and I were having this conversation where it's like, I definitely have this problem of like, oh, I'm not going to do this good thing yet because I still have work to do and this and that I pushed off. And then it's like, okay, but now you're just miserable. Like for no reason.
I have to give myself like a whole lot of things. Like, oh, if the bathroom is clean, I'm telling you, I still think about that live stream. I still think about that live stream. I need to go watch it again, the cleaning live stream, because I was like, oh wait, that is a trauma. That is a trauma. And I punish myself for not having everything perfect all the time.
Emily, I need to go.
Everything needs to be perfect. Everything needs to be
you haven't seen it.
before I can do something for myself.
Yeah. Like it's really hard, and so having friends where you can have these conversations also is really important, because like just being able to like go to Audra and be like, why am I like, no, I really do want to do this, why am I? And then Audra will be like, get your shit together, just go do the thing, like go be kind to yourself, like, and vice versa. When somebody is exhausted and they're like, I need to edit a video, I'm like, fucking rest. And that's you, Audra, and that's Teresa, and that's anybody else that I know that does videos. I'm like, you're exhausted. Go the fuck to sleep. Yeah, like the cleaning live, that's garbage trucks outside.
That's fine. We just were trying to make sure nobody was getting broken into.
No,
you know what I mean? See how the black folks were? We were like...
But
and it is true. Why do black people stop and stare when they hear a sound?
I saw that TikTok. That was hilarious. I will say the cleaning stream and moving together, I think whenever we want to do a round 2 of that topic, which it was a heavy topic, I feel like I have learned more about myself. In a lot of ways, related to stuff and things. Not as much
wasn't
stuff and things.
Even thinking about my relationship to cleaning, but I was literally yes. Audra hit something, because I was like, oh wait, wait.
Yep. And I still have conversations with Audra about where I'm just like, okay, like there's a really good TikTok account, Domestic Blisters, and they're really good for like talking through different things. And like Audra, I think you shared it or you told me about it, and I went and looked at the TikTok and I was like, oh, like they group all their cleaning up in one time at the end of the day. And then they were talking about it like, when I don't purposely disrupt myself, it helps my executive dysfunction. Like, whereas like little disruptions, like wash these dishes or put this away or whatever, can be hugely, can hugely impact your flow and like how you're getting shit done. And I was like, oh, so like leaving a pile of stuff is okay. I just need to pick a time of the day where I deal with that pile of stuff.
No,
I share TikTok.
No, you're not the only one.
I share a lot of TikToks on my stories. That's why.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't have TikTok.
Moral.
They're just getting it from stories and whatnot that people post. And also now a lot of people are putting their TikToks on YouTube.
Yeah. So I don't want to get too deep into that, but like it just, I will say that it'll probably be time sooner or later to like reconvene on this topic, but it's a heavy one. It's a lot. I think even for me, I don't think I talked a lot in that live because I was just like, this is a lot.
Thank you, Dior. I've been noticing, like, I've been reading the stream.
Is doing the good. All of the mods are amazing. Yes. Domestic blisters, like blisters, but bliss. Yeah. I'll find you on Twitter and I'll tweet it out. Actually, I'll tweet out the one the TikTok that I saw. Yes, everybody, and it was like the amount of people that have the amount of people that we have these traumas that we don't even realize are traumas, and that doesn't take away from their impact. We just haven't put the word to it. We're like, oh, that's a cleaning based trauma. My whole life is going to change. BRB.
Whole world. Like, honestly, I never made the connection of how miserable I make myself over not doing things, being depressed or being like whatever, and how much of it is like centered on this thing, cleaning. And
you know what?
After I've been woken up at 2:00 in the morning.
After I did that, I have since like started to get organized in a way that makes sense for me, and it started to make me really, really happy. And I think that if I hadn't said that out loud and like put it out into the world and really just said like, do you ever think that like I'm like, maybe that's why I hadn't been able to get organized and or clean, because it was like, well, if you can't do it all, like do all of it on this day, then there's no point in doing it. And I was like, okay, well then I'm not doing it, and nothing ever got done. And I was just like, I can't live like this. So now it's changed.
Yeah. And I look at Audra and I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever going to get to the point that you have gotten to, but also the move has helped things, because also T's video where T talks about hoarding, that was also a moment where I was like, I didn't need you to rip my body open and read my interior so hard. Like, that's what it felt like. I was just like, here is everything. Okay, you see that? What? So yes. But I feel like we've been going for a little while, and Audra just got their second shot.
I'm like, I'm ready to lay back down.
So I'm going to wrap this up so that we don't, demolish any energy you might have, Audra. Thank you, everybody, that's been hanging out with us. Thank you, Yolande, for being here.
Thank you so much.
Y'all need to go subscribe to the channel because it's hilarious and insightful and just everything. And
I lurk on a lot of people's channels, BT Dubs, like, I don't always get to comment just because of who I am as a person. And also, I'm usually listening to it while I'm showering, so like, get over it. But like, when I do get to comment, I do.
I started watching YouTube on a TV, and I think it's going to ruin my commenting habit. I'm just warning everybody. Doesn't mean I'm not seeing it, though. I
started watching YouTube on a TV. I had to, like, when I decided to get social, I had to switch because I didn't know about. I was like, oh, I'll leave it down in the cars, and I'm like, what the hell are these people talking about?
I think I look funny on TV. I've watched my latest. I watched that video on TV, and I was like, that's weird.
On that note, please remember to take care of yourself better today than you did yesterday, because y'all are worth it. And thank you all for being here. And we will see you next Thursday on Audra's channel, which is linked in the description box. Bye, everyone.
Happy Pride.